Dear students, hope you are all well. So students, in the last class, we learned about that man evolved in different stages, and with each stage he became more better and advanced. There were development in his brain and physical abilities. In our last class, we learned about Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and Neanderthal man. Let us revise it once and then go to the next topic. Who were Homo habilis? Homo habilis were the skilled human. They could use their hands skillfully. The remains were found in regions of Kenya and Tanzania. They could stand on 2 feet and walk. They hunted smaller animals and also gathered fruits, roots, berries, etc. Then the next stage after Homo habilis is the Homo erectus. The name itself says that they could stand erect. They learned how to use fire. They used fire to protect themselves from the cold weather. Homo erectus made tools like the hand axe. The next stage is the Neanderthal man. Now they were physically strong and big. Their remains were found in places called Neanderthal in Germany. So they are known as the Neanderthal man. They lived in caves. They learned to make fire by rubbing two stones against each other. They made different weapons like spears, axe, etc. They hunted bigger animals and were meat eaters. They communicated with each other by producing grunts and other primary sounds. Now let us move further with the chapter. The Homo sapiens means wise man, intelligent or intellectual man, as I told you in the before video. The human species that were more intelligent than any of the earlier species. Who were they? Homo sapiens. That is the then the Homo sapiens were named used for humans that were more advanced than the Neanderthals. Okay. The next stage after the Neanderthal man was of the Homo sapiens. In Europe, Homo sapiens were also known as the Cro-Magnon man. So there was another name in Europe, what they were called, the Homo sapien, were also known as the Cro-Magnon man. Okay, their remains have been found, that means they were found in the continents of Europe, Asia, and Africa. Let's move forward. Now, these Homo sapiens made different types of tools and implements. They made tools and implements to suit the task. Okay, what all things they had to do, they made those tools and implements which could suit their tasks. Okay, they needed to do. For example, for hunting bigger animals, they made one kind of tool such as spear. Okay. Then for scraping skin of dead animals, they made another kind of tool. So they made different kinds of tools as they were more advanced. Okay. Evolution. Then they made tools of different shapes and sizes as well. They used to make two stone blades and fix them in grooves and notches. Now, what does this groove and notches mean? Groove and notches means a long cut, okay, a long cut or V-shaped made in a wood or a stone, wood or a bone, handles to attach stone blades. When you see a hammer, you need to attach something, right? So they used to make a V-shaped and then put that blade or that stone into it. And tools they used to attach stone tools in the notches and grooves made in a wood or a bone. They used to attach to that wood, okay, that spear or something. Let's move forward. Homo sapiens had developed to a stage where they could produce different types of sounds. As I told you before, they could produce different types of sounds. They had evolved to the stage of having a full developed larynx. Now, what is larynx? Larynx is a voice box. Oh, okay, an organ in the top of the neck. Look in the picture. And in the top of the neck, which could produce different range of sounds with a very fine difference. Sometimes a sound comes out different types. Okay. It is a voice box, you can call it as. It is a voice box with the help of which you can produce different types of sounds. Also, the jaws and muscles inside the mouth of the Homo sapiens were well developed. Okay, their jaws and the muscles were well developed, and the tongue was flexible. Hence, Homo sapiens could use them to produce a variety of sounds. Now you need to use your mouth, you need to move your mouth, then only you can speak, right? So their tongue was flexible. Then because of that, they could produce a variety of sounds and also modulate. Modulate means to change his voice, okay? To change the voice the way he likes. Okay, the way he likes, he can change the voice. Using his imagination, he could give names to different things he saw and could put his thoughts and feelings into words. Homo sapiens were also very imaginative. Okay, they had a good imagination power. They were imaginative. They looked and observed things around them. They looked and observed different things around them. And with the help of his imagination, they could give different names to different things he could see around. Using these words, he could speak and communicate in short. Okay, in short, it means that he could speak and communicate to different things. They had developed a language system. Who? The Homo sapiens. They had developed a language system. So, using his imagination and observing the things around him, he gave names to different things and started recognizing things. Okay, let's move forward. Now, they could also draw pictures on the basis of actual observation. That means whatever they used to observe, they could draw the pictures as well. Their imagination was so good. As well as imagination with the help of their observational skills and imagination, he was capable of drawing pictures. There are some of the pictures of cave paintings. As you can see in the picture, these are cave paintings. Cave paintings in the time of Homo sapiens. He even began to make artistic objects. Now, what are artistic objects? Like pots, to draw different arts on the pots, right? That is, they also started to make artistic objects. That is why he has been named as Homo sapiens. That is, they are called as intelligent man or the thinking man. They were the most advanced evolution of the mankind. Who? The Homo sapiens. Let's move forward. Now, the Homo sapiens is a name given to humans, okay, as their capacity to think developed even further than that of the Homo sapiens. Their thinking power, okay, the thinking power, functioning of brain, grasping power also developed further with time. As the time moved, the functioning of brain, grasping power, their imagination, it started developing. That is why they are known as the Homo sapiens sapiens. Let's move forward. We people, that is the modern human beings, that is us, are called as the Homo sapiens sapiens. Now, this is the last stage, that is the evolution of mankind, the last stage, Homo sapien. We, the humans, the modern human beings, are called as Homo sapiens sapiens. Let's move forward. Now, we have inherited some characteristics and feelings from our ancestors. Now, who are ancestors? Ancestors means our great grandfathers or forefathers. Okay, they are our ancestors. The appearance means the way we look. Appearance means the way we look. And health characteristics means height, weight, etc. That comes under health characteristics. Okay, of human beings have or indicate some similarities to their ancestors. Sometimes, some people tell that you look like your mother, you look like your father, right? Okay. This is known as what? Heredity. This is known as heredity. For example, you may look like your father, but you may have good but you may have got good height like your mother, or your eyes and ears may be like your father, and hair and skin color like your mother. That is known as hereditary. That means you have some things of your father, some things of your mother. What is that called? That is called as heredity. The science that studies heredity is known as genetics. Okay, the science that studies heredity is known as genetics. Now, the genetics research have shown that we have inherited some characteristics or features of the Neanderthal man. Thus, it can be said that Neanderthal man and Homo sapiens are both ancestors of human beings. That means the Neanderthal man and the Homo sapiens, they are ancestors, or they are related, you can see. Okay, let's move forward. Now, around 11,000 to 10,000 BC, Homo sapiens sapiens, that is the modern human developed, that is us. The technique, what did they use? The technique of cultivating land and keeping animals. Cultivating land means farming, okay? Because of their well developed capacity to think, and speed at which they improved their technology also increased with time. They began to live in a more settled life. Now, who are these Homo sapiens sapiens? This is we. Okay. They began to live in a more settled life. They began to grow food grains in fields. They changed lifestyle and diet, affected the appearance of humans. Their body and face grew smaller than they had been in the earlier generation. So the different changes took place in them. Let's move forward. Now, the next is the name Homo sapiens sapiens reflects their intellectual and cultural power rather than physical powers. All animals must necessarily meet their basic need for food, just as we need food, the animals also need food, right? However, the modern humans were not just satisfied doing only that much. They wanted to do something new. The modern humans, that is the Homo sapiens, they wanted to always try something new. They wanted to experiment with things around them and make their life better. So, in order to enrich their life, using what? Their creativity, their intelligence, and skills. Okay, so human beings began to acquire new culture, and they tried to develop it over a period of time. They also developed their culture and tradition. Okay, they were not only developed by you, they doing changes in their own things. They also developed in their culture and tradition. They also experimented with things. They brought about new technologies in agriculture, right? First we had how we used to plow with the animals. Now we have new technologies, that is with the tractors. Okay, they brought about new technologies in agriculture, keeping animals secure. The technological and cultural progress achieved by modern humans after the beginning of agriculture and domestication of animals has been extremely rapid. That is the history of the evolution of humans. Okay, the history of the evolution of human that began from apes. We learned in the before chapter, it began from apes. Can be divided into various stages. Then it was divided into various stages, right? We learned about Homo habilis, then Homo erectus, then Neanderthal mans, and then the Homo sapiens. So it developed. So in this lesson, we have learned how man evolved in different stages, and in each stage he became better and he developed than he was before. Okay, he developed slowly. Let's move forward. That's your homework. The first question is, in Europe, Dash is also known as the Cro-Magnon man. The next is, the name Homo sapiens reflects their dash and dash rather than their physical powers. The last one is, who were named Homo sapiens. That's all for now. The chapter ends over here. We will learn the next chapter in the next video. Thank you for listening, children. Goodbye. Take care.